Well, in the week where the Gazette launched its Keep the Faith campaign, and we superimposed Gareth Southgate on Lord Kitchener's infamous or famous First World War poster, it's come to the time where Boro really have to perform and deliver. We've spoken about this game for some time now, the Portsmouth match has been the one where really we hope the team can get back to winning ways. We saw they're capable of doing it against Liverpool, of course, with that fantastic 2-0 victory, which was really against the odds, but proved once and for all that Boro have the personnel within their squad and within the team to beat anybody on their day. The problem has been, of course, that they haven't done it often enough. Portsmouth visit the Riverside for what is a genuine six-pointer. The result the other night, which saw Blackburn beat Fulham, really put the cat among the pigeons and really made, if Boro's situation could be any worse, certainly that was the case after that result. It didn't do Portsmouth any favours either, so they know that they'll be treating tomorrow's game as a must-win match also. The time really for talking's over though from the club's point of view. They've got to deliver on the pitch, it's up to the team. We as a newspaper are desperate for the team to stay up this season and prosper beyond then. And we know that the club themselves are desperate for a successful conclusion to the end of the campaign. We're not for 1 minute suggesting that the fans haven't already backed the team this season. The fans have been absolutely superb. They've really remained supportive when I can think of many of the clubs where the manager might have come under a severe amount of pressure in these kind of circumstances with a team in the bottom three and with just one win in the last 15 or 16 games. So the time to deliver, as we say, is over. Sorry, the time for talking is over, it's the time to deliver. We hope the fans will get behind the team, I'm sure they will, and we just want as many people down there as possible to cheer the team to victory. It won't be an easy match for Portsmouth, aren't in a particularly great run of form themselves. They've dropped from, well, they were looking good at September time, and they've dropped like a stone with the appointment of Tony Adams was a disastrous one. He's been replaced on a temporary basis by Paul Hart. They've got some quality players though, and Southgate's mentioned that in the run-up to the match. They've got people like Glenn Johnson and Peter Crouch. He's an awkward customer, and Boro will be looking to really nullify that threat, the Crouch threat. Perhaps there may be changes at full-back. We know Justin Hoyt's struggling desperately to be fit for the match, so that might be one for Tony McMahon or David Wheater. Likewise, left-back position, Emmanuel Pogatetz hasn't looked as convincing at left-back as he has in the centre, and with the aerial threat posed by Peter Crouch, they may look to move him into the centre for that match and perhaps recall Andrew Taylor or promote Jonathan Grounds, who was impressive for Norwich during a recent loan spell. Throughout the team there are positions up for grabs. We've got Marlon King available after he was cup-tied for last weekend's clash with Everton at Goodison Park. He was brought in, as we know, in January to provide some goals. He hasn't really had many opportunities to do that, what with playing against his former club Wigan or being cup-tied for the matches against Wolves and Everton. And West Ham, sorry. So we also want to see something from perhaps him if he's playing. Tunjai's been in a decent run of form at the moment. Or will it be the time that Alves is once again thrust back into it? Perhaps unlikely, given the fact that he's had many opportunities this season, hasn't really grasped the nettle. But it's a home game. We expect the team to be adventurous. Southgate does avoid using the term must win, but he privately will know that this is a game where he simply can't afford not to get 3 points. We need to win. We need to put Portsmouth into the bottom three and cut them adrift. We need to keep in touch with the teams above Middlesbrough, like Sunderland, who could yet be dragged into it. There's teams like Newcastle who are right in it. And all of the teams around Middlesbrough, we need to put some distance between the club and those behind us. So let's hope that everyone keeps the faith, gets behind the team and rolls them on to victory against Portsmouth.